Extreme bull riding takes preparation, guts, determination, and it helps to be good. At our first tour stop in Rapid City, we saw Cody Hancock, our wily veteran, show these youngsters how it's done by taking home the gold buckle. The next stop in San Antonio, our newest winner, BJ Schumacher, demonstrated what it means to be a real champion. And now we're back in Texas for another showdown. It's bull versus cowboy. Who will it be this time around? We'll sit back and enjoy the ride because this should prove to be fun for the whole family and then some. It's the Dodge Extreme Bulls Tour, the world-famous Alamo here in San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio 2 is what we're talking about. Beautiful shot of the mission here, Donnie, in San Antonio.
All right, well, you can go from the Alamo to South Texas. The weather always heats up down here. Get your ticket punch, come into this building, and bull riders coming from everywhere to the Extreme Bulls. X-Bulls is what we're looking at, Dan.
Remember, this is San Antonio 2. BJ Schumacher, the winner. San Antonio 1 here, Donnie.
Well, the reigning world champion, that shouldn't have been a surprise to anyone, but everybody's coming. Mike Moore, we've got Clint Craig, everybody in the competition.
Let's take a look at the format, Donnie. $75,000 in prize money.
A lot of money for one day. Top 12 come back in a championship round. The high man on 2 gets all the money.
Let's head to Jennifer Smith. She has our Justin Sports Injury Reports.
Well, as our Extreme Bulls Tour gets underway, more and more bull riders are getting on the injury list. Justin Sports Medicine, Don Andrews, talk about those.
Well, of course, we've got the 3 guys that have been out all season, Sonny Murphy, DJ Domain, and Matt Austin. They're all getting better, but they're still going to be a while before they come back. Recently, we've got Cody Buller, who is going to be out today with a right elbow injury, and then Cody Hancock got stepped on the other night and has a couple of broken ribs and a pneumothorax, so we're going to be very careful with him. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks probably before he comes back.
How long will Cody Buller be out?
That's hard to say. That's sort of day by day. It all depends on how quick he can recover from that, and also on his draw and how much he rehabs that in the next few days.
Well, it's a dangerous sport. More and more injuries as the season gets underway, guys.
That's right, Jennifer. One of the deals is, Donnie, you ride bulls, you're going to get hurt at some point.
Well, it's not if. The question is when and how bad. That's the deal.
Let's get this thing started, shall we, as we head down to the Wrangler Buck and Shoots, and Chance Smart getting set to go, Donnie, on a bull that they call the Gold Digger.
Well, he wants to dig a little gold out of the dirt here in San Antonio. Chance Smart comes in as an alternate, filling in for one of the injured Cowboys. Chance Smart, good young kid from Mississippi, talks a little slow, just got married. Good guy right here, round to the left, Gold Digger, cranking it back. Smooth move right there. Chance got a little loosened up right at the whistle, but gets it done. Nice job.
Young man was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. Starts us off with a good ride here. Donnie, let's take another look.
Okay, well, the little bull just fires out of there. This is really kind of what you want if he's enough points. Remember, the top 12 coming back into a championship round, a short go, we call it. Cowboy gets in a little trouble right there at the finish off. That's the mark of a young Cowboy.
Score is 75 points for Chance Smart to start things off. Very important to get this one covered to make it to that short go. Look at the crowd on hand here in San Antonio. You're looking at Joe Melling. He is on Blackberry Wine.
Silverado Rodeo Company. Byron Walker is real proud of this bull. This is one of those bulls on that Born to Buck program, if you followed it along. It's a son of the great Strawberry Wine coming around to the right. Usually spins in a tighter circle, giving this Cowboy a lot of problems right there, but 2 out, 2 qualified rides. That's unusual at the Extreme Bulls. This is good.
Donnie, you know the bull never really stayed into it. He kept jumping forward, got him back on his hand a couple of times.
Well, that's why they play the game, just because the bull has a good reputation, or the Cowboy. I mean, this bull's hard to ride, make no mistake about it, but he's harder to ride than the points that you get to score on this thing.
Chance Smart starts out with a 75, 78 for Joe Melling.
All right, good. Got a little E for effort. That's what we're looking for, and he goes out, starts talking to Don Andrews.
That's not a good sign when you're talking.
That's not good.
Here's Mike Moore. He is on Jimbo.
All right, this is a tough bull right here. Little out of line and he's mean, but Mike Moore, he can be pretty bad himself.
Oh, Mike.
Kankakee, Illinois, trying to get things going. Got it going into his hands. Firm with the outside foot. He's going to change the leaderboard.
Yeah.
He can stay hooked. He can stay in there. It's close. I think he got
made it. Yeah, I think he made it.
All right, a little out of control with the finish, a lot like Chance Smart. But you know, he's happy that he rides a rank bull. This one here, the toughest bull of the three that we've seen so far. Cranking him back, you see him trying to run him off his bull rope. He's pumping. Now in the back door, everything you got, that's far enough. Attaboy, Mike Moore.
You know, Donnie, he started spurring so early, but he's working.
Okay, watch what happens right here. He'll quit spurring right there.
Yes.
Then that's what happens that's the clinch, I call it.
Mike Moore, good score, 81 points, and he takes the lead.
Well, we know we'll see Mike Moore back in that final 12, and that's usually where he shines. He doesn't let that pressure of just needing to make the whistle get to him.
Here's Danny McDowell, Louisiana bull rider. He's on Little Wicked.
Oh, he was a little wicked in the chute. That's called a hair trigger. It's a little scary in there. McDowell, good kid. Round to the right into his hand.
There you go.
Jenna Louisiana cowboy, boy, he's got it going right here. Attaboy. That's a bull ride. That's what you want. Little young bull. Nice job.
Great job by the bull.
Oh, Shorty Gorham, look out.
Great job.
You look at the smile on McDowell's face. Normally, you know, a little laid back, he's pumped.
Watch this bull almost miss a foot here at the very turn here, Donnie.
I'm telling you, what you see him, he's fading out across there. This bull, the Born to Buck program doesn't make bulls buck, but if they want to, their body conformation and muscle formation is such that it makes it a lot easier and they can do it better. That was a great job right there. High-fiving Binion Serby, he's happy.
85 points for Danny McDowell. Takes the lead. That'll make a guy smile and walk a little higher there, won't it?
I guarantee you, he grew 2 inches.
The crowd's loving it here in San Antonio. Fun for the whole family. When we come back, more action. Cananacey coming up and Cooper Congeezer here in San Antonio. The 2007 Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour is brought to you by Dodge. You can take life as it comes or grab life by the horns, Dodge. And by B&W Trailer Hitches. B&W Trailer Hitchers, makers of the turnover ball gooseneck hitch system. A hitch when you need it, a level bed when you don't. And by Singular AT&T. Singular is now the new AT&T, your world delivered. And we are back in San Antonio, Texas. Stop number 3 on the 2007 tour. This is San Antonio 2. And we have Danny McDowell in the lead with 85 points. While there's a break in the action here, the FFA very strong here in the state of Texas. We had a chance earlier to visit with one of their members, Cole Bolton.
The FFA is so special to me because it's an organization that gives back to its members, but also allows them to achieve things that can help them pursue their lifelong dreams, their career goals, and their overall success. As a state officer, I have the opportunity to travel to tons of schools throughout the year. We try to inform students of the over $2 million that we like to give. And we try to encourage students to pursue a career in college and to go on to make their dreams come true. The sport of rodeo and the FFA have so much in common. When you tie both organizations together, there's no other combination that you can do to be the promotion of Western culture. You know, I college rodeo for Texas State University. I'm in the southern region. I calf rope and team rope, and I'm trying to take on the new adventure of bulldogging, but it's not going so well right now. I don't think my career will be fully in rodeo, but I'd like to continue doing it as I get older. I'm looking more towards a career in agriculture politics where I can fight for the small farmers and the small ranchers of America, because I see the hardships they have to go through every day, and I just hope some way, somehow, my life can be significant in someone else's.
Boy, these are good kids. Cole Bolton. Hey, if you want to come see us, here's where to get tickets, Donnie.
All right, Laughlin, Nevada, April 14th and 15th. Got 2 days there. Then we move to Reno. Then to Cody, Wyoming. We're going to have a big time.
Coming up to my backyard up there in Cody. Really looking forward to that. Great crowd on hand here enjoying the action. So far, Danny McDowell is the man to beat here, Donnie, with 85 points.
All right, 85 in the lead, but it doesn't really matter. Chance Smart, he's hanging on, got his fingers crossed to make sure he's in that top 12.
Here's Jared Craig, Hillsboro, Texas. He is on Jim Elbows.
I have no idea how they named this bull that, but Jared Craig, he's coming around and one of the hottest bull riders going right now. Went to his first NFR last year, a lot because of the Xtreme bulls, and Jared Craig is a long, lanky kid that can really, really ride, Dan.
Just bull fade out across there with him as well, Donnie.
He's just walking on his front feet, a little bit flat, but Jared Craig is riding him like he's one of his own home pal practice bulls. Andrews brought some good bulls here. I mean, he just rode him like no problem.
You wanted to say yard dog, didn't you? 80 points for Jared Craig. Going to put him right where he needs to be. Good-looking young man. Doing well here. There's another one looking on. Future bull rider enjoying the action.
I remember that.
Kyle Joslin, Caldwell, Idaho bull rider, Salty Cat.
This one here is going to be anything but a flat spinner. Frontier Rodeo, Jerry Nelson owns this bull, and he can really get with the program. Big high jump right out of the gate into his hand, and he's got it going. Yeah. He's got a seat. He is going with the outside foot. He can keep his hand in the rope. Back door, no problem. Boy, that's a good bull ride.
Man, do you have to be ready when they open the gate on this bull. He exploded out of there.
Jerry Nelson bought that bull. He's been a finals prospect ever since then. This bull really cranking it back. This is a good trip to ride, spinning a little faster, got a lot of drop, and Kyle Joslin does a great job coming in the back door to finish it off, and you show me the money, man.
Look at the score on this one, 90 points.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't make any difference how many times you've done it. The adrenaline rush, whenever you hit that 90 deal, that's big.
90 points for Kyle Joslin. This next young man can ride bulls. Man out of Wyoming, everybody's favorite son up there, Cannon AC. He is on Red Onion.
Okay, AC riding good. You know, we've chronicled this kid for a couple of years. Started out in San Antonio here 2 years ago, going away from his hand, and he's in trouble. You know, and that's a little bit of positioning, and he rides bulls really confident going to the left, but he has a little bit of a problem when they go to the right. AC is going to get all that taken care of, but he'll have some growing pains to go, and that's just a mark of a young bull rider. See, he's setting perfect. He's waiting. Everything looks good. And watch where his hips go. Into his hand just a little bit, and you can't make a mistake at this level or they'll make you pay.
Boy, a moment ago, we saw Kyle Joslin, Donnie, record that 90 points as Cannon makes his way out of the arena. Right now, Kyle is standing by with Jennifer Smith. Let's listen in.
Well, our first 90-point ride of the night on Salty Cat, and your first 90-point ride of the year, you've got some relief going on right now, don't you?
Yeah, it feels pretty good to ride one. I've bucked off my last 10 bulls in a row, and it's been pretty frustrating, and called home, and I was headed home a couple days ago. I'd about had enough, and my parents told me to stay down here, and they'd help me out and to keep on going. They didn't. It come my way, so I'm happy that it finally did.
Well, I'm sure that support is well needed when you guys are out on the road so much.
Yeah, I got a great family that's always supported me, and so it means a lot. That I hope it pays off for them sticking by me. So.
Well, it may just pay off tonight in the finals. Good luck.
Thank you,
guys.
Oh, Dan, I don't see how that little boy could go to sleep with that 90-point ride. Kyle Joslin in the lead. Our Dodge Xtreme Bulls leaderboard showing you who's on top.
Isn't that a great story? Boy, that family support for Kyle Joslin, so important. Irks Me, the name of that bull. Cooper Congeezer, the man on his back.
Another second-generation bucking bull. Congeezer around to the right into his hand. He's got to like this bull a lot. Staying on the bull rope, bull jumps out of it. That's unusual for that bull. He normally stays in it, but Irks Me said Congeezer irked him a little too.
Must have figured out he had him covered. Was going to try something else. Irks Me heads out of the arena. Let's take another look. Good ride here by Cooper Congeezer.
Just a businessman ride. I really like this kid and his style, and he's getting more and more confidence. He just floats around on those bulls, rides them easy, so he can have a long career in this bull riding.
See what the score is. 78 points puts him right where he wants to be, Donnie.
Well, you know, that's going to be in the middle tier right here right now, and that 75, that's moving down. That's got to make Chance Smart. There's still a lot of good bull riders left to go here.
Here's Sean Proctor, Tooele, Utah. Nearly Famous, the name of this bull.
I saw this bull at Fort Worth, Texas, and was really a good draw. Let's see if our cowboy Sean Proctor can get it on. Round to the left, this little bull really wanted to be good. Now he goes back to the right. Looks comfortable
Sean.
right there. Sean sliding off his bull rope.
Was it in time?
Well, I believe it was, and it was right on time. Slid back off his rope. Yeah, he's going to get a score. Coming left, he's back off his bull rope just a little bit, and then back around to the right. And if he had just stayed up on his rope right here, I think that probably cost him a couple points, Dan.
This is a good young man. Big smile. 81 points for Sean Proctor. Well, we've got them all in a bunch here as we go to Vince Stanton. He is on the low rider, Andrews Rodeo Company bull.
Cowboy out of bull riding for 2 years, back in, went to his chiropractor, got his hip fixed, and he's down in the well. He could get it back in trouble again. Hung in the bull rope, getting stepped on. Got to get up on your feet, Vince Stanton. Got to get on your feet. Boy, that looked like that had a real chance to hurt him.
Look at the bullfight.
Oh, Diefenbach.
Wow.
Daryl Diefenbach saved Vince Stanton from getting smoked again.
Man, Donnie, that was close to getting stepped all over.
Okay, now he makes a big mistake. That bull has him down in the well and then shoots forward and knocks him off his feet. He's not able to regain to his feet. Nearly gets stepped on. Gorham and all the bullfighters, you see him, Travis Adams right there going for the tail of the bull rope, trying to get it loose. Coming back around. Now, boy, he's getting up. Got to keep it moving.
The bull almost fell on him. No score for Vince Stanton. We don't care about that. We just see how he's feeling. Diefenbach and the boys, outstanding work that time. So far, Donnie, Kyle Joslin's leading the way with 90 points. Zeb Lanham and B.J. Schumacher on tap when we come back. We are back in San Antonio, Texas, the Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour, presented by B&W Trailer Hitches. Great crowd. What a beautiful shot here.
It's a great facility, Dan. A lot of energy here.
Kyle Joslin's leading the way here in the semifinal round with 90 points. Zeb Lanham's getting set to start off for us. He was the 2006 ex-Bulls champion, correct, Donnie?
Made a great run at the world title, trying to do it again, Dan.
Let's take a look back here, Donnie, at Zeb Lanham.
Shoot, anytime you win something, even if you don't win an event, and that doesn't matter. It just shows that you're more consistent than anybody else. And I mean, I didn't win an event, but ended up going well from one place to the next, and made the short round at every one of them except for 2. Winning the Xtreme Bulls and doing well at them is how I got to the NFR, and that's a great feeling. That's every Cowboys dream, is making the finals. And this year, I mean, it'd be nice to win one. Those buckles are cool, and you know, first place pays a lot of money, so I'd sure in the heck like to win one, but I'm just gonna try to stay consistent like I did last year.
The name of the game, Donnie, stay consistent.
Well, he's learned and really well grounded in bull riding, knows that you keep making the whistle, you know, it's worked for a lot of people.
He has microchip.
This is not a good bull to have. This bull can look like a big balloon blowed up and turned loose and hard to ride. Wants to run you back off your bull rope, and he's mean. Here we go, Broken Arrow Rodeo's microchip scattered out across the arena. Should come around to the left. All you got to do is make the whistle. It loses the bull rope, and you know, all that was the bull wasn't bucking good enough to get a good score, and he just lost a little concentration. That's a fall off for Zeb Lanham.
You can tell by the way he's walking.
Absolute mental mistake. But you can see this bull he's just scattering out across there. He would have gotten a score and an option for a re-ride, but it gets a little out of time, and you're thinking, okay, now where's he going? Now he's a little embarrassed, I think.
Oh boy.
No score for Zeb Lanham. That's too bad.
Folks over there in the front row thought he was going to land right in their lap. That bull was heading right for him. Here's Steve Woolsey, Spanish Fork, Utah. He's on cover page.
Okay, got to get over he was really hurt bad here a year ago, and really had a tough time getting over it. Round to the left, and I mean, that was almost deja vu. Get back down the side, ladder boy, Steve Woolsey. Coming back around the other way. You talk about E for effort.
Man.
I tell you.
I'm amazed he didn't touch the bull in the first place on these first 2 turns.
It looked like the bull whipped him down here a year ago, just like that, hit him in the head, knocked him out. He was almost 4 months getting over the vertigo that he had. I mean, his career was almost over right here. 82 points. I think that'll get him another in the top 12. Woolsey, he's got the best attitude of anybody riding bulls.
Man, what an effort by that young man. 82 points. Looking at the hand of Travis Campbell, Texas bull rider on Night Move.
All right, DNH, Rodeo, Tom Teague, got bulls everywhere. This kid right here had a full-time job. I talked him into quitting it. I said, man, you ride too good to have to work for a living. Get on these bulls and have a little fun. Attaboy, Campbell. I mean, he's trying, and that's close. That's real close.
And Donnie, he was a last-minute replacement to get into this.
Yeah, you know, I told him, I said, boy, he said, I got a really good job. And I said, man, you can really ride. Who cares about a job? I don't know anything about it. He's talking about 401k, and I said, which way is he spin? Okay, enough of that. BJ, attaboy, 87.5 points. Show me some money. He's going to get to do it again. Really
Great.
A nice guy right here. You know, he tries hard. Good guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As you mentioned, Donnie, 87.5 points. He'll get another one. And he really just snuck into this thing. He was a replacement here. Maybe he'll leave.
Just a good guy.
Maybe he'll leave with a big paycheck. Let's look at Luke Hawk, Donnie. Johnny, be good.
Here's a guy, he comes to Mesquite, lives about 80 miles from Mesquite over in Weatherford, Texas. And here's a kid that won a bunch at Fort Worth and trying to show everybody he's for real. He's a big guy. Look at him ride this bull like he's glued to him. Mind you, little old Jim Sharp, world champion in 90 and 88. Good, just sat right there and says, look at me, boys. I really like this guy's style. Watch how composed he is up on the bull rope. He's been sitting down on his butt, got his elbow down, just having a little fun right there, spurting with the outside foot. That was a day off for Luke Hawk.
And a good score for him coming in, Donnie. 84.5 points. Take one more look at it.
All right, if he keeps riding like this, we'll be calling him the Hawk Man. Yeah. Mind you, Gary Lefew of old. I mean, that's just a really good bull ride. Perfect bull ride. That's the way you want to ride every one of them.
84.5 in the semifinal round. He'll get another one as well. We just saw Travis Campbell. Donnie's his agent now. 87.5 points. And he's standing by with Jennifer Smith to talk about it.
Well, Cody Buller's injury let one alternate in. Travis, I bet you're glad to be here.
Man, I've been waiting for this for a while.
87.5. Everything was in place tonight, wasn't it?
It felt like I was way out of place, but I just wasn't fixing to quit. I've been throwing myself off a lot here lately. About time to make some money. So.
Well, 87.5. That's an awesome position for the finals. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Guys.
Travis Campbell, 87.5. That man, B.J. Schumacher, riding well. He won the first one, Donnie. Let's take a look back. He's riding San Antonio 1.
All right, well, Excess Energy is taking him to the pay window, going to win about 20 grand. And B.J. Schumacher is really riding well. He just has to keep his focus after winning that World Championship last year.
And again, comes back to consistency, Donnie. Here he is here in the semifinal round. Kyle Joslin holding on to first place with 90 points.
All right, taking the wrap. Dylan Page getting the flank strap set, and everything is set. DH&T, Buck and Bull, and here comes Schumacher.
Come on,
round the left into his hand. That's right into his wheelhouse. He's made a mistake going down the well. Oh, boy. Travis Adams gets the bull distracted. Shorty Gorham, Gerald Evenbach doing a good job. But there's focus for B.J. Schumacher. Watch his hips. He lets him come down inside. That bull kind of stumbles just a little bit. Little timing issue right there. But remember what I said about making a mistake at this level? It can be just a little one, and they'll make you pay.
And you can see it on his face, Donnie, running back in there, B.J. says. Man, no score for B.J. Schumacher. Let's go to Dustin Elliott.
Whiskey Burn is the bull, Broken Arrow Rodeo. Really a good draw. Should come around to the left, and this is what you want. Bull just jump out of there, come around to the left, and looking really good. Pretty bull.
And Dustin Elliott, champ of the world back in 2004, comes down early here in the semifinal round.
He's not ridden to his potential since he won the 04 World Championship, and it's really bothering him. He's a good young man, and
you can see it on his face.
Just not being able to get everything going the way he wants to.
Last man up in the semifinal round, Ross Clevin. Get you some, the name of this bull.
All right, here we go. Broken arrow, bucking bull. Jump kick, should turn back to the right.
There it
Oh,
goes.
yeah, that looks nice right there. Don't override him. He's going down the well. Nice move right there.
Yeah.
Doesn't go too far. Good job. That's one of the hardest moves to make in bull riding, when you get in the well and come out and not go too far. That's even hard to say, Dan, in that sequence of what you have to do. Watch what I'm talking about. Bull sets him up, tries to get him down in the well. Watch his hip. They start down. Now watch him cross over up top,
perfect.
come back around and get that windshield wiper working. Looks real good. Atta boy. Good job.
Darn near got that spur hooked in that bull rope coming off that deal.
All right.
Ross Clevin. See what the score is, 75.5 points for Ross Clevin.
Bull went out there a little too far for the judges' taste, but 75.5, that might get him another one.
Let's take a look at the semifinal results, Donnie. The guys that are going on to get one more here in San Antonio. Starting off with Kyle Joslin with 90 points.
Well, Kyle Joslin leads the way, but no lead is safe. We got McDowell, Woolsey, Mike Moore, Joe Mellick, Jared Craig, the hot guy, and that 75.5 good for Clevin and Chance Smart. They get in the top 12.
That young man is ready for the final action. So are we. It's coming up here from San Antonio. Jared Craig, Ross Clevin, they'll be here. You stay with us. Back in San Antonio, the Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour getting ready for final round action. $75,000 in prize money at stake. Let's take a look, Donnie, at our semifinals recap, and it's presented by B&W Trailer Hitches.
All right, well, you see Dustin Elliott, he didn't like that very much. He comes down. Zev Lanham, last year's Xtreme Bull Tour winner, comes down. World champion, the reigning champ of the world, he comes down. You're thinking, what's going on here? But Steve Woolsey said, nope, not today, boss. He gets the score. And then we looked at our bull riders getting hot. Kyle Joslin gets in the 90s club.
Good semifinal round action here in San Antonio, too. Let's take a look at our final round draw. Who do you like, Donnie?
Well, you know, let's look at Ross Clevin. Remember, he had this bull before twice, as a matter of fact, and hadn't done very well. That's another matchup that he's going to have to look at. But we're going to pick Mike Moore, Biloxi Blues. That's a bull that's bull rider friendly that you can get into the 90s.
This is our Dodge matchup, Donnie, and you like Clevin and War Dance, the rematch.
However it works out, this is maybe third time's the charm. This bull's really ranked, and I don't think the kid's scared, but we got a lot of matchups that look like could get into that 90s section.
Let's start off, Donnie, with Chance Smart on the regulator. He was 75 in the semifinal round.
Okay, good-looking bull right here, Powder River Rodeo, and Chance Smart gets in as an alternate. Here we go, rode a good one in round one. Just no problem. One way, back
the
around
other
the
way.
other. Attaboy, Chance Smart. Don't get lazy.
Yeah.
Attaboy, there you go. He lost the bull rope right at the end, but nice bull ride. You know, and when you jump out and you ride the first one in a short go-around, I'm really proud for this Mississippi boy. He moves way faster than he talks, I promise you. Chance Smart does a good job. Away from his hand, back around to the right.
Yes.
He's got to remember to sit down on them bulls and not get lazy. Almost missed a hope. Rides him right to the ground. Travis Adams, nice save. Good job, score.
It's a good score coming in for him, Donnie. It's going to be 88.5 points for Chance Smart. Bring his total on two to 163. Nice moves by this young man.
Well, he has it in the books. Probably not going to win the title, but you know it's going to be a big check, more than he ever hoped, because he wasn't even in whenever the books closed.
163.5. The total for Chance Smart. Again, great work by the bullfighters here in San Antonio. It's just been outstanding, from the rides to the saves, everything working together. Ross Clevin, this is the one you want, Donnie. Here's our rematch on War Dance.
Going to spin to the left, right into his hand. If he can stay sat down, this bull will reverse the spin about 6 seconds, provided you're there 6 seconds. It didn't last that long in Rapid City. Clevin, he's got everything set. Here we go. Said, let's do it. Right there to the left. Everything looks, he's already touched him.
Yeah.
But, you know, you never know. And he's got to be sick, you know, because that's just one of those reactions. He just, you know, he said, Dad, burn it, or something.
He said something like that, yeah.
Well, I mean, he just kind of down, and he knows right there, you know, man, I had a good seat on him. Reputation does a lot to young guys sometimes.
And War Dance is going to win this rematch with Ross Clevin. He was 75.5 in the semifinals, and that's what he'll end up with here at San Antonio too. Jared Craig's getting set to go on Neutron. Jared, one of the young men that wears a helmet. We had a chance to talk with him about that a little bit earlier.
When I started riding steers, parents said I couldn't get on unless I wore a helmet, and I wasn't quitting, so it saved my butt a bunch of times. I'd never take it off.
And Donnie, he's worn it for a long time. It works for him.
It works for him. You know, people say, well, you don't like the helmet, and I don't particularly, but I never wore one, so, you know, I don't have plus or minus, but he likes it, and that's all that really matters. Neutron cranking it back around to the right. Jared Craig,
you go.
He's riding this one like a yard dog.
That's what
no
I'm talking
problem.
about.
I mean, this kid right here, he's got to work on his get-offs, because he's back in there, lets Neutron get a foot on him. That's that youngster stuff, you know. Never really touched him, but the bull's dizzy. Jared Craig, he can unwind. Kind of a long and lanky. He's not all that tall, but you know, he's not real big, kind of slight. Went to his first NFR last year, but really got a lot of confidence in the things that he can do, and you can just see it in his riding. This guy's going to be around for a while. Good bull rider and a great guy, Jared Craig.
Kind of clicked his heels on that get-off, but he gets it done. Let's take one more look at it, Donnie, as he starts out there, heading down the arena, then comes back to the right.
All right, score's going to be a good one. Bull just cranks it back. He rides him perfectly. Judges have got to let go some points. He had a good score in the first round, 80 on his first one, 87.5. Total 167.5, and he's a new leader.
It is, Don. It's going to put him into the lead now over Chance Smart. 87.5 points, total 167.5. Makes Jared Craig the man to beat.
All right, watching it back on the replay, just making sure he looks as good as he thinks he does. And oh yeah, when you do it right, it just is a wonderful feeling.
Let's head down to the next guy, Joe Melling. Donnie getting set to go. He was 78 on his first one. He is on Cooper. Tough bull.
This is a tough bull, but he is rideable. Seen it done. This guy can do it. Right there to the right.
Man.
Kicking good. Melling is just a little late, and his feet got him hips. Ah, look out! Oh, man, if that bull hadn't turned, he would have stepped on him direct hit, and it wouldn't have made any difference if he'd have been in a bodysuit. Boy, he is very fortunate.
Lucky.
And that's what you have to be in bull riding. You see his hips are out of shape. He had a good seat. He's trying, but now watch the back feet of this bull. He changes.
Yes.
If he'd have stepped on him right there, it'd have been bad news for Joe Melling, but missed him, no problem. About to come out of his helmet there.
Joe Melling's going to leave here with 78 points. He got that in the semifinal round, and he's shaken up, as you can see, but boy, it could have been so much worse. Man, that was close. Cooper, the name of that bull. Crowd pays him off here. Joe Melling. Let's go to Mike Moore, Donnie.
Okay, well,
Biloxi Blues.
This is the one I picked. Whoa, little jumping kick. Little jumping kick. This bull is bull rider friendly, but in the buck and shoot, maybe not. All right, you see, he's going to have to take his hand out of the rope and do the repull.
Donnie, while they do that, let's go ahead and take a break here in San Antonio. Mike Moore is going to regroup and get his bull rope pulled again on Biloxi Blues. You won't miss a thing. We'll take a break and be back here with more of the 2007 Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour, stop number 3 from San Antonio. Well, you didn't miss a thing here at the Dodge Xtreme Bulls. We are in San Antonio, you know that. And a great crowd on hand enjoying the final round action. Mike Moore and Biloxi Blues, that's our Dodge matchup, Donnie, and whose chances do you like?
Well, I like Mike Moore's chances. He's not been riding real well of late, but this bull right here is the bucking bull of the year. You saw the stats right there. Mike Moore can do it. This bull will spin to the left and then back to the other way to the right. But if Mike Moore does things right and doesn't make a mistake, he can ride this bull and be in the 90s. This is the kind you want to draw in this situation. Doesn't mean he's going to ride him, but I think that he can. You know, got to get up there and get her going, but it's one jump at a time. Here we go, reigning bucking bull of the year. Mike Moore comes around the corner to the left. He's strung out. You got to pump back in there one more time. Look out. Oh man, and stepped right on his back. It wasn't all the way down. That vest helped him out right there. had a foot on him, probably knocked all the air out of him, at least all of the air out of him. Mike Moore.
Let's see what happened.
Let's see if he touches him with the free hand. Whipped him down. He missed him right there. Wouldn't get him right there. Everything's good. He's still trying. But right there, they stopped the clock, and I think that was a little before the 8, and that foot was on him all the way down to the ground. So pretty good hit right here to the back, even though he's wearing that vest. That's just a little Kevlar leather and foam rubber, and that's about 1,900 pounds, but you saw it slide
glance,
off.
yes,
That's the glancing blow helped.
Mike Moore back to his feet, no score. Didn't make the whistle. He's going to end up with 81 points, and the crowd pays off Mike Moore. Biloxi Blues wins that one. Sean Proctor up next, and he is on 3 alarm, Donnie. He needs 87 points to take the lead.
Really good draw from Frontier Rodeo. Jerry Nelson's bull should spin to the right in the gate into his wheelhouse. College kid getting things going. Let's see if he can do it. Right there to the right. 3 alarm just says, okay, come along, cowboy. I know you're young. Just keep hustling. Right up. Firm with the outside foot, looking really good.
Sir.
It's a nice bull ride. Young guy's going to get a good check. Oh, entry fees are going to be paid.
Nice job.
Oh, look at him. He's fired up. I mean, and this is a good bull ride.
It
because
is.
When you make the whistle in the final go-round, you see a lot of people buck off. There's a lot of times they don't ride any in the short go-round, or they just ride one. When you ride one here, that's what I talk about when I say riding one when it really means something. Anybody can ride a bull. Ride a bull whenever they're going to pay you big money. This is cowboying up right here. Good job.
He needs 87 points, Donnie. Is it going to be that or not?
Well, it
for
can
Sean
be.
Proctor?
It depends on what the judges want.
Judges are going to say 84.5 points for Sean Proctor.
I think that probably is a good score because the bull was a little bit slow compared to the other rides. So, but Proctor, he's just so fired up that he made the whistle in a short go. He's posted 2. Everybody else has got to come get him.
Puts his total at 165.5. We move to Cooper Congeezer. He's going to need 90 points. He's 78 in the first one. He has invisible touch. He's got to be all over this bull, Donnie.
Okay, well, you really can't determine whether you're going to be 90 or not. All
Just
you
ride
do,
it.
step on your rope, make a good call.
Oh,
Look out!
man.
Whipped him down, invisible touch. Whoa, my goodness. Flipped him out over his head.
Holy smoke.
World champion Cody Snyder from Canada says, are you all right? Got all your grinners? Yeah, he missed him. Whoa, look out. Whirlybird looked like a hood ornament on one of them Dodge trucks.
Man.
I mean, this bull, invisible touch, that was going to leave a mark. Oh, baby, hit him right upside the head, but he is very fortunate.
Talk about self-preservation. He put out that arm right when he needed to. Cooper Congeezer is going to leave here with 78 points. And his grinners intact. We've got Steve Woolsey getting set to go next. There seems to be a little hat controversy going on, and we talked with him about that.
Lane McCaslin got it. He bought it off of a guy for 15 bucks, and it was all tacoed up. And I told him if he'd give it to me, I'd wear it all year. And he was gonna make me wear it the way it was, and I told him I was gonna have to shape it a little bit. But I don't know if it looks any better, but here we are.
You know what? That's still the ugliest hat I've ever seen. Doesn't look anything like one of my old hats, but does have a ribbon on it. But I do like Steve Wolf.
He is up and needs 86 points, Donnie, to take the lead.
Oh, cranking her back right into his hand. Steve Woolsey got it going right here. Now he's got to finish it off. Had
Come
a little
on,
trouble
Steve.
late. Spurring with the outside foot. Don't quit. That a boy. Yeah, the hat. Steve Woolsey. Look out, 167 and a half. Maybe it went in the grandstands and they won't give it back. Okay, round to the left. Watch what happens. He's been getting strung out and on the end of his arm, but it comes with the outside foot right there and really made a good move to finish it off, and nice control from Steve Woolsey. Good job.
Needs 86 points to take the lead on this.
I think he's all over that. I mean, I really like this bull ride. Bull fading. You see, he went from one end of the chute to the other, jumping and kicking, never does quit that rhythm. Good job right there, Steve Woolsey.
And he gets 86.5 points, Donnie. He takes the lead by a half a point. Steve Woolsey, you better go find that hat. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, no such luck. He's got her, but he's also got the lead, too, so he can wear the hat.
That's the man to beat when we come back here to San Antonio. 168.5 points. Kyle Joslin, he'll be the man when we come back.
Well, guys, we always talk about how Biloxi Blues is so rider-friendly. He wasn't very good for Mike tonight, was he?
No, Mike got kicked on dismount and knocked the wind out of him. We helped him out of the arena. We've got him back in the Justin Sports Medicine room, taking a look at him. A little concerned about a rib and possible lung injury, but right now he's doing fine, and we'll just continue to watch him for a little bit longer.
Well, great, guys. I think we have gotten away from this event without some major injuries. It's always a good thing.
Oh, I don't know. My whole family's been involved with rodeo, and I had an older brother that rode bulls professionally, and I just grew up riding horses and roping all the time, and it's just kind of one of them things I did in high school just to do, and then I ended up being a lot better at that than I was a roper, so I stuck with it.
He is on Pud here, Donnie.
Oh, it's a tough bull to ride right here. Broken Arrow Rodeo. Thomas Taylor, he's really proud of this bull. He should go out there 2 and to the right. 1, 2 to the right, and I don't know that I've ever seen any. I think he's been ridden one time, but 92% buck-off ratio for that bull of Thomas Taylor's.
And this bull has bucked off other people as well, Donnie. Jason McLean in San Antonio 1 got bucked off of him. And then up in Rapid City, Chad Bezplug.
Right, and that's where I was talking about Chad being one of the best bull riders going. Well, I meant that. This bull right there, Pud, is really tough.
No score for Kyle Joslin. He's going to end up with 90 points here in San Antonio 2. Luke Haught is up next. Needs 84.5 points. He's on Mud Duck.
Well, this is a Tom Teague bucking bull, Dylan Page, and I don't know where they got the name, but he must be a good one because you put him in a short go-around, he's got some trips on him. And Luke Haught, he's the hot man. Come on, he's going to the right. Another one going away from his hand. He's off his rope a little, makes a great adjustment.
There you go.
Nice bull ride. That's very good. That bull was really good, but he throws a lot of guys off. But I'm going to tell you what, this kid is in his zone right now. I've seen him ride before, but he's got his elbow comes up a little bit, now he gets it back down. Watch him put it down, coming across, keeps his hips down inside that spin. That looks really good. Luke Haught, he's the hot man, and he could take the lead right here. This could be good.
He needs 84.5 points, Donnie, and he should have that.
Yeah, he should be all over that. This bull is really bucking, and he rode him like patting for dance. That's just really a good ride.
Great work by Diefenbach, and the score is 87 points for Luke Haught. He takes the lead with 171.5.
Serving notice on everybody. Luke, not ever been to the World Finals, wasn't on the Xtreme Bulls Tour, couldn't get qualified last year. He's coming on strong.
Here's Travis Campbell, one of these guys again, Donnie. He was an add-on, came into this event, hand pretty far down on the left. He needs 84.5.
Okay, here's the kid that I like. He's just trying hard. Bull just makes a right turn right there and just being a little out of position. 1/10 of an inch, and you're coming down. It don't matter how bad you want it. You got to do it. Jumps out. That bull stretches his arm straight and just makes a right-hand turn. And, you know, next time it might be a different story. But this time, this is when it would have meant something for Campbell to get the whistle here and doesn't get her done.
Ends up with 87.5 points. And a lot of disappointment. Man, he is still hot there, Donnie. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Luke Haught, 171.5. He's ahead of Steve Woolsey, and it comes down to Danny McDowell on Pandora's Box.
Maybe the rankest bull in here. Doesn't really have a set pattern. Going to go left at some point. But this bull was actually a roping calf at the Mesquite Rodeo, and that's how this bull got his start. Here we go.
Needs 87, Donnie.
Going to come to the left. McDowell had a good seat on him, and that bull is one of the hardest to ride. It's no shame to come down from Pandora's Box. All you can do is just what Danny McDowell did, is just put out best effort. But he comes down, gets nothing for it. You just hate, you hate drawing that bull.
No score for Danny McDowell. Let's see what happens.
Watch him kick, and then comes around like he's going to spin, but now watch him move forward again and kick right square over his head. I mean, this bull right here, everything has to be right. I think he's been ridden about 3 times, maybe in 3.5 years.
He's going to end up with 85 points. No score here in the final round, and that means that Luke Haught, Donnie.
All right.
A young man, Luke Haught, is going to win this event with 171.5 points on 2 bulls.
All right, well, he is riding well. Does it 2 times in a row, and that's what means something.
And we'll be back. The 2007 Dodge Xtreme Bulls Tour is presented by Dodge. You can take life as it comes or grab life by the horns, Dodge. And by Wrangler, the Western Original. And by the National FFA, developing leaders to go the distance. A great event here in San Antonio, Donnie. Luke Haught, the young man, is leaving here with a big paycheck, probably over $16,000, $17,000, something like that.
Had a great event. We had some good bull rides. Had a couple of wrecks, but you can look at the leaderboard, Dan. Luke Haught, 171 on 2, 171.5 on 2. Steve Woolsey in the hat, second place.
Jared Craig comes in third place there, Donnie. Sean Proctor picks up fourth place money. Great event here in San Antonio. Now let's take a look at our AT&T Best Performances Delivered, Donnie.
All right, Chance Martin, the regulator in the short go-round. He starts things off with a good bull ride, and then we come to Jared Craig. We talked about him. He's riding a good bull called Neutron and gets it done. And then in the semifinal round, Kyle Joslin. Frontier Rodeo Salty Cat, 90 points.
Let's go to Jennifer and Luke Haught.
Well, guys, we talked about a lot of opportunity for our up-and-coming bull riders, and here's one of them, Luke. This is the first year that you've really made a commitment to travel all year long, isn't it?
Yeah, past couple of years I've kind of stayed close to the house, and last year's the first year I really got out of Texas to really go and try rodeo, and so I'm going to try to hit it a lot harder this year.
Well, a start like this in February with $20,000, talk about how that's going to help your goals a little bit.
Yeah, maybe it'll get my name out there to some of them judges, and it's definitely a good start of the year, a good confidence builder.
What is something like this? Confidence is everything in this sport, isn't it?
Yeah, I've learned that if you don't have confidence, then it's hard to ride any of your bulls.
Well, $20,000 will do that for someone. Oh, yeah. Guys, I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more of Luke Haught.
Thank you, Jennifer. Our congratulations to Luke. Donnie, let's take a look at our world standings now after event number 3.
All right, well, they can win a lot of money. Luke Haught, number 1 in the world, a little over $40,000 already. And Brad Pierce, Cananacey, BJ Schumacher. The list goes on and on.
Here's our Dodge Xtreme Ride of the Night. It's Kyle Joslin, Donnie.
Well, whenever we see you guys get into that 90-point club, you want to run that back and watch it one more time. This is picture perfect. Frontier Rodeo, Salty Cat. It takes 2 to tango, and Kyle Joslin gets her done. That's the way you're 90 points at the Xtreme Bull.
Dodge Ride of the Night. Let's take a look at some of the air dates, Donnie, coming up for our shows here on ESPN for the Xtreme Bulls Tour 2007.
Rodeo Houston, Saturday, May 13th at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Laughlin Xtreme, Saturday, May 13th. Reno, Cody, tune us in, ESPN.
Time for a little buckle presentation, Donnie.
All right, well, Luke Haught getting the buckle. Jim Wilbur making the presentation. There's a happy cowboy, $20,000 in a brand new gold buckle.
Not too shabby for that young man. Luke Haught, as Donnie said, watch for that young man. That's going to do it for us. For Dan Miller, Don Gay, and Jennifer Smith, we thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody.